right? Once again, we like to give all praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.
Double honors to our apostles, double honors to our bishops, honors to the elders, and the Akim that's pushing this truth out of sincerity week in and week out.
They coming right here.
Flying the airways with this truth. That's the apostles?
The apostles coming right here.
So yeah, we're gonna have to move. We're gonna move on foot. Yeah, we keep on going. It's still running, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Let's just go
Push down or we gonna push you?
To our usual spot.
yeah, so once again, read that again, I'm sorry. Yeah, so you know, the Akim is pushing the truth out of sincerity week in and week out. You know what I mean?
You can say this?
Oh, all right.
Okay. Yeah. I got you out. I got Ezekiel 29.
Okay.
It's Ezekiel 29. There's two of them. There's one of Ezekiel 38. Ezekiel 38 is one we want, right?
Okay, good.
All right. So this is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 38. I saw that one.
Right.
It says, "And the word of the." Let's move down a little bit more. Book of the Shabbat. I don't want our voice in that edition.
Yeah, so
So this is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 38, verse 4. It says, no, actually, let me start at 1 and I'll read down to 4. Pardon me. And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog and the land of Magog.
Gog and Magog is that would be the Russians, because they occupying that territory, that landmass right now. So that's the Russians, all right?
Gog is the Russians and Magog is the land that they dwell in.
Yeah, and also they considered the Medes now. All right, you got it.
It says, whoa, Salakia.
Set that face,
Yeah, no,
because they're gonna kick things off, because they're gonna be at war with the beasts. NATO and the EU and the harlot. Oh, you got it.
No, my bad, brother. The water had moved this around. It says, even America's gonna be at war with NATO.
Yeah.
You already see Trump saying he wants to get out of NATO. In fact, he said he's gonna get out of WHO, the World Health Organization. So
they're divided.
he don't fuck with NATO like that. This is Ezekiel 38:1, and the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against God and the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and prophesy against him.
And we prophesied against it right now, because we want Yahweh Yahushai to do away with that whole structure. You know what I mean? All of them are enemies. You know?
It says, and say, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh, behold, I am against thee, O God, and the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal.
So the Lord is against all of them, and Turkey, that's Turkey. And Turkey is a part of NATO. Right?
They take both sides of the
Oh yeah, Turkey is a part of the NATO, but we ultimately know that they'll lead the side of Russia.
That's Meshach and Tubal.
Yo, this dude, Erdogan.
It's also Troy.
The president of
Turkey, yeah.
Turkey, there's word saying that he's a crypto Jew. Now I haven't done my research on that, but they say he's a Georgian Jew.
He is a Jew because, check it out, that's a part of the Ottoman Empire. The reason why Esau allowed Turkey, which is in that region, to join NATO, because they know the Ottoman Turks, and that those dudes over there are Edomites, but they take on the Muslim religion.
Oh, just like they did with Saudi Arabia. So they have a lot of these.
The House of Saud.
The House of Saud is crypto Jews.
They're crypto Jews. They just took on that. They took on.
They just changed their names, bro.
They changed their names because Saudi Arabia was created in 1932 by the British government. You know?
Bro, there's a video on X right now that it has a list of celebrities and it has their last name. Whether it be like a Leibowitz or something, like even on Charlie. Oh man, I got the video, man. But it's a lot of these celebrities, they change their last names because they have hella Jewish last names. And that's what the so-called last names.
This other dude named Ben Affleck. He's a crypto Jew, but he changed his name because he know that his family was slaveholders. He found that out.
So they keep their connects but change their last name.
Yeah, they keep that.
But they still have their connects. Is still
Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris
The
changed their last
Harris
name.
family, before they were Harris, was the Solomons. They're so-called Jews, man.
See?
Why do you think she married a so-called Jew?
Right.
So that's why the Lord is bearing their leg, man. Everything's being exposed. You know what I mean?
And the crazy thing about this whole situation is this right here. You know, the Ottoman Turks, they changed, they, you know, became Muslim, but they Edomites. And that's why, and you gotta understand something, that's why NATO allowed Muslims into Turks, the Turks who are Ottoman Turks, go back to the Ottoman Empire, to join NATO because they know.
So once again, in order to get it established or get some type of rank, you gotta be bloodlined in. Well, the Most High deals with that too.
Hey, can I
With Israel.
can I really real quickly
Got
go?
it.
I'm gonna play this video. I'm not gonna have it eat up all the time, but it says seriously though, why did they all change their names? You ready?
Yep.
Ready? Let's go.
Let the camera see it too.
So, Jon Stewart, right? You see that?
We're closer.
Jon Stewart,
Damn, okay.
the news host. His name was John.
He's the host of Oscars and shit too.
Right, Jon Stewart Leibowitz. Okay? Let's see. Let's keep going now, real quick. We got Bob Dylan, Robert Allen Zimmerman. Right? Let's see what else they got. John Kerry.
Yeah.
Family name changed from Cohn to Kerry. Kerry.
Yeah. So you got people that change their name for status, to up their status, and you got people that change their name to hide their bloody past.
You ready? Michael Douglas. Family name changed from Daniel Lovewich to Douglas.
See what I mean?
And this is a lengthy video, brother, of all these different.
They've been doing all these crazy things.
The
Show the
Rockefellers,
fight.
they
Look at this guy from Seinfeld.
crypto Jews, yeah. They crypto Jews, but they changed the name.
Oh, him too.
because
Him too, yeah.
From Everybody Loves Raymond.
The Rockefellers are really, the Rockefellers are really, they go back to the Rothschilds,
yep.
but they changed their name.
The website in the
Rockefellers had to
phone?
make seem like they different. They're not part
No,
of the
this
family,
it's
but-
just a something. Oh, the guy from Kiss, that
Oh,
lead
shit.
singer,
Yeah.
Gene Simmons. Real name, Chaim Witz. So-called Jew. I mean, now, Gene Simmons could be an Israelite. You could be an Israelite. You could be a
Like
Jay.
foreigner.
You could be an Israelite foreigner, but the point is this. The so-called Jews, they do that. They hide, they go to different places, they change names. Watch that series on Netflix, The Spy. And it'll lead you into stuff like the Mossad, and that's what they do, man. They'll infiltrate societies and adopt their cultures.
Yeah, hide under the scenes, but still keeping their old contacts.
And get it into their government, bro.
I was going to say, just like the city of Samaria, when the Lord said, don't go into that city because they came in there and took on the custom of Jacob.
Now look at this movie right here. This is The Spy. This movie right here is called The Spy. It's on Netflix right now. Sacha Baron Cohen is playing this dude. You see this dude, huh? This dude? This is him.
Oh,
You see, this is who he was playing. This is a real shit that happened. He was a so-called, it says in 1960s, Israeli clerk turned secret agent Eli Cohen goes deep undercover inside Syria on perilous years-long mission to spy for the Mossad. It says he takes on the identity of a rich Syrian person, and guess what, brother? He went so high up that the fucking president of Syria, the ruler of Syria, was gonna make him like his one of the highest military positions. And when they found out, they hanged him. But that's what them so-called Jews do. They go into these different governments, infiltrated, working for Israel, just like they do with the American government, change names, hide, like Kerry. Kerry's a so-called Jew. And they work at the behest of them so-called Jews. That's how it goes.
John Kerry's wife is related to the Heinz family.
Wow.
Heinz ketchup, and they Jews.
Look at that. It says, back in Ezekiel now, 38:3, and they say, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, behold, I'm against thee, O God, chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and I will turn thee back and put books into thy jaws.
so you're gonna be back in that. They stripped him back in that warlike mentality when it was a USSR. So it's game time right now, man. It's game time. They stronger than ever right now.
And it shows you how prophecies is working, because you have countries like Crimea that have been annexed by Russia. Now, the Western narrative is They invaded Russia.
Yeah.
But my whole shit is this: they invaded Crimea, right? So, Paul, how come nobody died? When you invade somebody, isn't there a battle, a war, and how come nobody died? Because the people of Crimea want to be a part of Russia. The people in the Donbass that Ukraine is that they're fighting over, they seceded. They wanted to go back and join the Russian Federation. But guess what? If the leader of that nation doesn't want that, they're gonna call you a fucking dictator. Just like they're doing right now over there in Romania. Okay? The people voted saying we want this guy to lead us. Our current leaders are fucking Western puppets. He got a majority of the vote. Sure enough, it pops out in the news that this guy's rigging the elections. He's pro-Putin. We got to come over there. So
you got to regulate.
Exactly. If there's not a leader in their interest, they're going to use the media. They're going to do everything to do a color revolution to topple and put the guy they wanted. And they had that bitch years ago that got caught on the phone speaking about who should be the head of Ukraine. I forgot her name, bro.
Honestly, it's Victoria Nuland.
Victoria Nuland. She was on the phone with the U.S. ambassador to Ukraine saying who the hell they should put in, and she literally said on the voicemail, "Fuck the EU." So you know what I'm saying?
See what I mean? So like, look, man.
So who's the one really taking over who? Is Russia the one going around bullying these nations and killing them all and forcing them? Or these people that think about it, that's been under Russia since the 1700s, speak Russian, wanted to go back to Russia? Like, what the
Look, man.
Let me just pose this question. And I don't care about the Hamites over there, but you got a lot of Jake over there in the continents of Africa. It's a continent of different, a conglomerate of different nations. You never heard the Russian government conquer any of them lands over there and taking over. It's only the French, the British, the United States.
Yeah.
Think about it.
That's a good
Russia
fucking point, bro.
has never invaded, and what they doing is they going over, they helping them Hamites and slash Israelites, and they kicking up the United States and France and Germany, all the rest of them colonizers.
Like Nigeria paid off a huge amount of their debt
Bro, you know when you
to
watch
to U.S.
You know when you watch that series, The Spy? You know how they put him? Russians helped the Syrian government, bro. Russians had the technology to pick up the fact that he was sending messages back to Mossad dude. Russia came and helped out Syria.
You know,
that's how come they demonized Russia, because Russia aids the middle, supports them.
Now, another thing that Russia did to a bunch of African nations, Hamitic nations slash they could be Israelites. What he did was he canceled all their debt that they owed to Russia. And he's trying to, and he's helping Nigeria and also the motherfucker saying in Guyana to get rid of the parasite. Ghana.
You said Guyana.
I'm gonna say Ghana. To get rid of the parasitic government of the Macron. That's the president of France. They're kicking him out, and they helping him. They aided him. They're kicking out the American governments.
Yeah, because they paid off a lot of debt to America, Nigeria, and a lot of them deal with they don't want to fucking deal with U.S. credit cards and debits. They deal with crypto a lot. You know.
So real quickly, to show that Vladimir Putin is not as they say he is, he could easily wipe out Ukraine, bro. Well, you saw that Hiroshima missile.
That shit is crazy.
A hypersonic missile that caused all that destruction with no nuclear warheads attached. Before he launched it, because
he warned the people.
You can't just shoot nuclear weapons because he doesn't want mad nuclear destruction. So the U.S. was notified that look, there are nuclear warheads, and he told the people to evacuate. If he really hated Ukraine and wanted to take over you, he would just fucking stomp them out. But he doesn't.
Which could tell he don't move off impulse. He's strategic, man. The Lord gotta be a strategic.
Because the Lord, what's happening right now?
The reason he hasn't roasted is because the church hasn't been mandated. He's bound by prophecy. The Most High's putting that diplomatic, strategic, wise spirit in him for now, until that church becomes mandated. At that point, the scripture tells that the Most High is gonna put even force in whoever the head of Russia is, whether it's you or somebody else. So think about it, they kill him, the next guy can be like, what? I'm just saying, whoever's in the head role in Russia, at that time when appointed, the Most High is going to put that goal name on.
Well, we got to understand something. Vladimir Putin, the Russian president, has been re-elected for another 7 years. Recently.
Let's go.
So it's going to be it's going to be in that off because right now we can see.
I like that, bro.
We can see the prophecies are coming to pass. He's measuring the time. You see how the Lord is heating up this war with Ukraine, this war with Syria, and all the allies of Russia. Is mainly Iran is in the crosshairs of the United States and Israel. Do you actually think? And also, I forgot to say this right here. I was listening to Scott Ritter the other day. All the assets that was in Libya, that was in Syria, they transferred to Libya. They're gonna keep the base in Syria, but their main weaponry is gonna be in Libya.
You're talking about the Russian government?
The Russian government. Right. Why do you think when you go to prophecy, who's a part of the Confederacy with Russia? Libya. Think about that.
And you know what's heavy too? This new guy that they put in Mohammed.
He got a $10 million bounty on him, man.
No, but guess what? They took it off. You saw that shit I posted in the chat? The motherfucker wearing a suit?
Yeah.
Mohammed Jelani, I think that's his name.
Yeah.
Mohammed Al-Jelani.
His name is Jelani. I call him Jelani.
But if you look at him, this guy's clearly a crypto Jew. Like, he looks just like Zelensky. And it makes me think about that shit they did back in Syria during the 6-Day War.
Yep.
Because if you notice something about ISIS never attacks the United States. It doesn't attack Israel. Okay?
None of their interests, none of that.
Exactly. They have like a political cartoon where you see ISIS is hitting every fucking thing except for the dot, which is Israel. Everything is all these other countries are getting fucked up by ISIS, but it doesn't attack Israel because
that's a proxy army of
proxy.
Israel.
A lot of look, once people put on masks, you don't know who's who. You can pose as anybody. Now this guy was a former Al Qaeda, which we already know that the CIA has aided Al Qaeda in the past, and former ISIS. And Elder Ariala makes a good point. It's like he was destroyed of ISIS, but all of a sudden they always pop back up with an army and money. Who the fuck gave him that shit?
Yeah, what do you get that, him?
That's the Mossad and the American government doing that, man.
And they wiped the $10 million, and they try to put this nigga sitting down on CNN. Wait a minute, a former ISIS Al Qaeda terrorist person is now sitting down on
the
CNN.
top head that was with ISIS now has become the so-called leader of Syria.
And
now,
yeah, remember the previous dude, al-Baghdadi, some shit like that? He was another CIA.
Now, another thing, right? Now, another thing was happening, right? What they did was, before he became the new puppet ruler of Syria, he had on the garbs of an Islamic terrorist. Now, all of a sudden, he put on a new personality. Now he got a suit and tie on.
Let me see if I can pull that
Cult of personality, they changed him, right?
Now you got to change.
They domesticated.
I'm new. I changed my ways. I've become westernized. That's all the crock of shit, man.
Yeah, he's saying that we're gonna have a different Syria where people could
vote and voice their own
celebrate
opinions
Christmas and shit. They really trying to paint this nigga as some sort of angel.
Now what they doing is they westernizing Syria because Syria was not worshiping
This
Christmas.
fucking guy, bro.
I know, I see him. Yeah, I know.
Bro, look at this shit,
Yeah, bro. Let me hold on. Let's enhance it so you can see real quick.
Yo, look at this, bro. Tell me this guy's not a fucking asset, bro.
He's a crypto Jew.
This guy's exactly, bro. This guy's an asset, bro.
Yeah.
How you go from?
I didn't hear that word in a minute.
He's a plant, bro.
How you go from this? How you go from this
to this?
to fucking this on CNN? You an asset.
2 Corinthians 2:11. We are not ignorant of Satan's devices, man. That's a device of Satan, the so-called white man. He's an asset of the Mossad and the CIA.
Exactly.
And the MI6, which is the version of
It's a version of CIA here.
No, MI6 is
The version of NSA.
Mossad.
The version of
MI6 is the
MI6 is the British intelligence.
British
MI6 is the British intelligence, and they're the same thing. But then it's got different names, man.
The Mossad is the worst, though. That's the most devious.
What the most I
These
say?
motherfuckers will kill.
They're the worst of the heathen.
Because you know what? You know how I tell you the Mossad is the worst? Because the Mossad has infiltrated the American Central Intelligence Agency. The current incumbent of the CIA, man, I forgot his name.
APEC.
Jeff something. Guess what? He's an Epstein client.
Yeah.
Now, so that's what I'm saying. Like,
The CIA, they call it the company, right?
you have people in the CIA, bro, that are so-called pro-Americans, that will whistleblow, that's saying we have been compromised by Israeli intelligence. Because it's like I said, bro, not everybody in that agency knows what the fuck is going on. When you infiltrate an organization,
that's like the same thing. Well, what's that shit with Matt Damon? That joint he was on.
oh, you're talking about when he was
When you CIA?
Born,
The Party.
Born Identity.
No, he's talking about the Party when he was posing as the mafia guy, but he was in the countdown.
No,
Now
that
the
was
one when he was in the secret
DiCaprio.
society and he became CIA or whatever.
That's Born Identity.
When they was pissing on him and then doing a ritual.
Is that Born Identity?
I don't know, brother. Born Identity, he was an agent, but he was an agent that wasn't
No.
remembered.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, it shows you that you have people, Edomites, that are a part of the Edomite agency working in America's interest, but come to find out that you have people that's in that agency has Israel's best interest in mind. Well, there's documentaries on what really went down with 9/11, and you had certain people in the FBI that was trying to warn what was going to happen. And guess what?
Ted Gregerson.
You had that woman. You had that woman that said, "Yo, we have a terrorist. We have a sketchy looking person that's trying to learn how to fly planes. He's not learning how to take off and land, and he just wants to go." They relayed that out because you have to go through,
Channel.
Right. So they said, "Look, we need permission from the FBI to go through his laptop." Guess when they hit there, they said no. So it shows you like, yo. You know what I'm saying?
The Good Shepherd.
You could be in the FBI.
It's called the Good Shepherd.
The
You're right.
Good Shepherd. What he said when he found out his son he found out his son was dating a spy. He said, "Yo, there's a stranger in our house."
Wow.
He spoke in code, meaning they infiltrated.
You got to think about the FBI like how you work at your company, right? If you work at your company, you might have a very important role, but you don't know what the fuck is going on with the CEO and shit like. You know what I'm saying? There's so many different departments, and that's just a company. Imagine the entire company, bro. There's so many different departments and shit like. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you got more on that right there? That's the scripture I've been holding.
Let me finish the 4th verse and you got it, brother. It says, "And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth, and all thy army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with buckler and shield, all of them handling swords."
Only a nuclear arsenal for
We're
this.
going to show you that. Maybe it's a part of that.
The Third World War. Yep, the Third World War.
Right. It says Persia, which is Iran, Ethiopia,
Them
and
Hamites.
Libya.
And Libya.
Why
see?
Why do you think the Russian government's moving their assets to Libya? Because how Muammar Gaddafi was done, he was done dirty, and that place is a place is in chaos right now, man.
And he warned them. He warned them in that array of the Council of, what's that shit called? It's pretty much a council of all Arab nations. And he was saying, how can they just hang Saddam like that? When somebody is on trial like he did, you can't assassinate a sitting government leader.
Exactly.
And he was saying, yo, you might be next. And guess what? You see Assad laughing
Because you know
because
why?
he thought it wasn't gonna happen.
Not Bashar al-Assad.
It was Bashar al-Assad was laughing.
Yeah, back then, but now he's not laughing. No, but we're talking about Muammar Gaddafi in Libya.
Yeah, but I'm saying Muammar Gaddafi, before he got assassinated,
He was telling Bashar al-Assad.
No, it was an entire council, bro.
Yeah.
It was an entire.
Yeah,
Like he
when
was
you talk about gold, we gonna buy shit in gold.
So
and
he
deal with
he was
each other,
standing
right?
he was standing on the podium, and it's a summit meeting of all Arab nations, and he was condemning what they did to Saddam and all that stuff. And he said, how can we just let this shit stand? You might be next. He didn't know he was next. But he was like, you must be next. And they're all laughing and snickering. You see Bashar al-Assad laughing, but that's what he was right.
But guess what, though? Guess what? Bashar al-Assad is not laughing now. And also, the reason why he trusted them, he was right there. The reason he trusted the American government because who was in office at the time of Bashar al-Assad, no, not Bashar al-Assad, Muammar Gaddafi being overthrown. Oh, Barack Obama. He seen a black face and thought that, and he know the true nature that Barack Obama was Muslim. He had connection to the Muslim Brotherhood, so he trusted Barack Obama, but he didn't know that Barack Obama was shaking his hand right here, but had the dagger behind his back. And that's what they do. That's what the American government do. They shake your hand, smile in your face. They got a dagger behind your back. That's the war.
That's the Roman way.
And it's not so much America as it is Israel. America is just compromised, and they got to do with the so-called. All that shit in the Middle East, America's involved because of Israel. If Israel compromises politicians, all these different generals to act in their behest, man. Because Syria, Iran, none of these countries pose a threat to America. They can't do shit to America militarily. They're a threat to Israel and their agenda, which is greater Israel, which is to take over more regions in the Middle East. Bashar al-Assad, why he had to go? Bashar al-Assad, Iran was using Syria
That
to
route to transfer military to weapons to Hezbollah.
Logistics.
Exactly, which is an Iranian proxy. And the thing about Hezbollah is they're on the defensive. They don't even try to go on Israel. They just want to defend. But Israel don't want that because they want to push further north. So
I got it wrong. It was Gaddafi. Who was the ones that they killed because of the gold? It was Gaddafi.
they said,
Muammar Gaddafi, yeah, because he wanted to, make
it goes more into
Libya,
pipelines.
and also, and another reason why
Is it too bright?
The
Too
wife
bright?
mentioned
The
the
light.
pipeline. Another reason why they got rid of the normal, Bashar al-Assad, because they want to bring a pipeline from Syria through Turkey.
Right, so thank you, brother.
So like, real quick, Israel and Turkey, because Turkey got a agenda too. Real quick.
The light not too bright, right?
No.
Okay.
Turkey got an agenda too. Turkey's trying to revamp the Ottoman Empire.
Well, right now there's a monopoly on the oil that is exported out from the Middle East to Europe. That monopoly, where most of the ships and stuff dock, is Turkey and Israel. Now, if Iran and these different other nations start creating their own pipelines to Europe, that'll fuck with that monopoly. So they do everything to stop it. How do you stop that? Well, you stage wars. And these wars are not meant to be ended. They're just meant to occupy that region so you can't build a pipeline.
And overthrow governments, put public rulers in so they could abide by the rules of these people that's trying to control everything. And behind the Israeli government, we make to believe the Rothschilds are behind that government. Do you think?
Why was there a war in Afghanistan? There was a war in Afghanistan because they wanted to build a pipeline from the Middle East to China. So that's how come they was fighting, occupying that land of Afghanistan. Now guess what they want to do? Guess what they did now? Instead of going through Afghanistan, we're going to go through Pakistan and try to go out to China. So these different pipelines play a major part also into the conflict of what's going on.
That's right, because they didn't want Bashar al-Assad to come to terms with Turkey and also using the pipeline to go to Europe. Bashar al-Assad, Erdogan, who's the Turkish government, he plays both sides.
Well, you had Turkish mercenaries that were in Syria that was a part of that uprising.
The overthrow, yeah, because he plays both sides. What he does is sometimes he helped Russia, but he betrayed Vladimir Putin. Vladimir Putin even trusts Putin no more. So only then he put his papers in to join the BRICS. And BRICS is like, oh, you bugging, man.
That nigga slick, bro. Like a real so-called rat. He's a real rat.
He's a crypto Jew.
Yeah, bro.
So crypto Jew is in their nature to be a devious. They the worst of the heathen, man.
Yeah, the least of the flock shall draw them out. The least of the so-called Jew. Hey, that's like up the quote from the Messiah is to cunningly make war. Now that's a twisted perversion of Proverbs 26.
That's right.
Where it says, before you go to war, make counsel. They say, no, we're going to make war through cunning. And their concept is this. We're going to have other people fight our wars through cunning. And that's how they operate.
And I don't think Erdogan's going to be the president very long because he's doing a lot of sketchy shit. And the people's on to him. So once he get out of office and you get a pro-Russian government that's really don't want having to do with the West, because in all reality, them Turks, they crypto Jews, but if they get somebody in it that's truly not a crypto Jew, that's gonna go against what they values, or the Most High could work on their mind. A real Muslim, or the Most High, because the Most High angels working on the minds of the leaders. When you go back to Second Ezra, when what's this guy name again? He's not Second Ezra.
Talking about Daniel?
When the Most High, when the angel came to that, the minds of the kings that we was fighting against, we had to work on their minds because their minds were strong.
Okay.
But because you know what I'm talking about, bro? Because he said I would have came to you earlier, but the kings and the Lord said we had to work on their minds. Because their minds were stronger. The king's minds were stronger back then. So you don't think these angels working on the minds of these kings nowadays, right now, man?
Keep going now. It says Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya with them, all of them with shields and helmet. Gomer and all his bands the house of Togarmah of the
Turkey.
North Quarter, exactly, Turkey, and all his bands, and many people with me.
Yeah, so they all gearing up for war. All of their military, all their resources is just to their weapons and their military for this Third World War.
Right. It says, "Be thou prepared and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them."
Yeah, so Russia gonna protect all of those lesser strong nations, man. He's gonna be a guard unto them. All right, and that's what's going on now. So Russia is protecting the nations against NATO forces, man. NATO and American forces, man. All right. So
Exactly.
war is inevitable, man. The real deadly part of this war, man, because we're in the light stages.
What you holding up? You holding something?
I was holding Isaiah the 34th chapter. You go to Isaiah the 34th chapter, it explains in detail how the Lord is going to have these nations destroy America. When you go to Jeremiah 50:9, the Lord says He's going to raise up a descendant of great nations to come up against Babylon, which is America. And this is going into that descendant of great nations, that's going to destroy America. So it says in Isaiah the 34th chapter, the first verse, "Come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people, let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world, and all things that come forth of it. For the indignation of the..."
And real quick, since you're speaking on this war thing, guess what? That puppet that's sitting there in Syria, you think Russia is not going to try to get that back? Other nations are not going to try to get back that area in the Middle East? All right? Because this whole greater Israel project, it doesn't stop with Syria. They want certain parts of Egypt and certain parts of Jordan, if I'm correct. Because what? According to the scripture, that certain parts of that land is our land, but they're not the people of the Lord. They're not the people of the Most High. All right? And that dude in 1952, what's his name? Gamal Nasser, 1952, president of Egypt, he said, "We'll never respect the Jews because they left black and came back white." Now, you want to hear something too hot?
Yep.
His daughter married, I forgot. I think the up-and-coming person, something like that. But the person that his daughter married was compromised by the Israeli Secret Service Mossad. And that didn't come out until 30 years after. So even, you see what they do? They get very high up
Take over position.
and take over positions. That's how come I say, when they control things, they don't got everybody. We can't, when we say they all in on it, it's not as accurate like that. Because that's not how they do it. They just get one individual that controls a bunch of individuals.
And try to infiltrate and overthrow. Going back to the ancient world, during the time of Esther with Haman. What Haman trying to do? And how did Mordecai get an advantage and get put in that opposition? Because he told, he had the records that Haman tried to overthrow Xerxes. You know what I'm saying?
So when information comes out, like, oh, this person was committed that, guess what? That's them. That's how they fight against each other. He's compromised with what you got on him, they hold leverage on each other. Okay, we need the position back, release that out. You know what I'm saying? And hey, Cat Williams a prophet. He said all shall be revealed. He's right on that part. Yeah. And we've seen a lot of that shit happening in 2024, man.
Imagine 2025.
It's,
And today, an Arizona candidate for the Senate got put to death in a car accident.
Wait.
His name is John McLean. He got put to death. How did he get put to death? He was running for the Senate seat. He was driving, and some drunk driver, 27-year-old dude by the name of something. I forgot that he was driving, and he was drunk. He ran a stop sign, the stop sign, and plowed into the senator, the candidate.
That's heavy, bro. There's a lot going on over there right there in Arizona. Because remember that woman?
And don't get it.
Remember that woman they tried to compromise for her to step down, and then she released the phone calls saying, look, they try to pretty much give me money to not run. And she had a lot, and then I'm gonna get her information, but she ended up still losing because there's a thing right now going on about the border, about which politicians we want. Because guess what? The cartel is coming into play. So this shit is getting interesting.
And don't get it twisted when they tell these officials and you see them dying from shit like that. That dude that ran into his car, they probably say, yo, you don't do this, we're gonna kill your fucking family.
Now he was not.
You know what I mean?
He was a drunk
Think about
driver.
it. Oh, all right.
He was drinking, and he plowed into me, running, driving excessively, and
Okay.
boom, and he got unalive. And he got locked up for abrogated DUI and vehicular manslaughter and all that other crazy shit. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You talking about Mark Kelly? Is that his name?
Let me get it right now. I got it right now. Hold on. Let me get it real quick. I got it right now. Let's bear with me real
I see
quick.
that both senators are still alive.
Nah, McLean got killed. He got put to death.
So yeah, it's
Oh, he
gonna
was
be
a
a lot of
candidate.
senators.
He was a candidate. Sitting in the seat.
John McClane.
John McClane. He was 68 years old. He got put to death today. It happened today, even yesterday.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah.
Okay, this happened back in November. Yeah, well. Yep, well, so some of these, like I said, some of these things are organic, some of them are synthetic, but we do know for certain that they do fight each other and try to kill each other.
Yeah. Set each other up. It could have been a setup. It could have had that dude do that.
Yo, I did I share in this chat? Oh, see that? I don't know if I shared it. I probably did share it in the chat, but I mentioned those two people, Peter Stock and Lisa Page, that were in the FBI.
Yeah,
and they was texting each other. They were committing adultery. They was having what Esau calls an extramarital affair. And pretty much Donald Trump fired the head, the director at the time of the FBI. And they're going back and forth saying how we cannot let this nigga win. Right? Now guess what? They got released. The dossier got put out that we had 29 FBI informants a part of the January 6th riots provoking shit. Going places where they weren't authorized. So that shows you what? That you have people within this government fighting against people within the government.
That's right.
Like really trying to fuck shit up for each other and doing deals for each other and all that type of shit going on.
And that shows you when a society is circling the drain, that's what happens. That's how you circle each other. And going through history. Going through history. The Syrians, the Babylonians, they didn't get a chance to do that because even though his father was out doing some shit. He had a son in
He went on through it.
Yeah,
But that was one of the main things when we was going through that history was they kept killing each other.
And that shows you when a society is collapsing, it's like usurping each other to gain control. Look at the year of the four emperors.
Woo. Yeah. Yo, you had people that was on the throne for only a few weeks or months. You had Otho, Vitalis, Galba, and Vespasian was a victor because he the one that succeeded all of them. You know what I mean?
He set them all up. He's the one that did what he did.
You had a lot of so-called Jews. There was a lot of so-called Jews emperors, man. That's how they get down. Cutthroat, stab each other in the back and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cutthroat motherfuckers.
In other words, you have people in the FBI and CIA that lean more towards like a Biden or a Democrat leader or a Republican. Like they'll do that, bro.
Because they're the worst of the heathen.
Well, yo, this is how life works, bro. People do shit in their best interest, bro. That's typically how people operate.
See, you gotta understand something. You're right. They operate on their best interest, but you gotta understand something too. Who's the top man in Esau's kingdom? Amalek. Yeah. So regardless of what goes on, they always gonna be in charge because the richest family in the world are the Rothschilds, and they can fund everything. They can fund, man. You had kings back in the days. I'm just borrowing from the Rothschilds, man. They monopolized the banking industry, and that's how you take over a nation. That's how you take over basically the whole world. When you got a banking industry, you control that distributes wealth.
That's how come really Amalek is going against Ishmael. Because one thing you gotta get Ishmael, they'll put their religion over money.
That's right.
It's very hard. Watch that shit. Watch that film Inspire. Look into the 6-day Syrian war. Them Syrians, bro, they were assassinating each other just like we read about, bro. Yeah. That dude was spying out. This one, he came and put a coup and killed that nigga, started that whole the current nigga in charge. All that shit going on, but one thing with them is they're not gonna sell out their so-called release for the so-called Jew. They via money.
They ain't gonna do it.
You can't buy them out.
Nope.
So if we can't buy them out, guess what they gotta do? Infiltrate it with people that's already on their side. That's what they've been doing.
Yeah. First they're sending them the military. First they send in the what you call that?
They send them proxies.
No, not the jackals. That's later. But they were sending economic hitmen first.
Yeah, and then if they can't get them, they send in the jackals. If the jackals can't get them, then they send in the military.
Military to kick ass.
Right. They use cutting like they say. So let's say you got Sunni and Shia going at each other, right? And let's say you Sunni and he Shia, right? They have somebody posing as Shia, bomb your crib and say Sunni so you guys can get to go with it.
Yep.
That's how they stir shit up.
Yeah.
And then they'll say, okay, look, this person, the shit's going out of hand, people are going crazy, now we gotta step in. Well, they started this shit from the beginning. You got more to it?
Yeah, there's more. Going into
I'm moving Jeremiah 50. I'll read it real quick.
Right here.
Jeremiah 50 and 45. Therefore hear ye the counsel of the Lord that he hath taken against Babylon, and his purposes that he hath purposed against the land of the Chaldeans. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out.
That's Israel, man.
So-called Jews, Amalek.
So Amalek, man, they the cause of a lot of things going on. They the snakes behind the scenes.
They're the one you can't talk about.
Yeah.
Antonio Brown had some shit on Twitter called the Cracker of the Year award. He gave out the nigga of the year. He gave out the chink of the year. But somebody said, how come we never gave out kike? What's it called?
Kike of the year.
Kike of the year.
Because you ain't gonna do that.
You can't speak against it. So that's the only people you can. Look what happened to Candace Owens. I'm surprised she still got her channel up.
Yeah, like
I
yo.
forgot she's still living.
Like yo, how
But they
come
can't
you
kill her.
can't?
She's too hot.
Yo, why you? My thing is, so they gonna have to do something to discredit her, call her whore or something. They gotta figure out something to do with her.
The thing with Candace Owens is she's a part of the so-called protected class, meaning she's a black woman. You know what I'm saying?
And she's married to an Edomite.
And she's married to an Edomite. So she got a so-called victim card she can play. Like like in other words, you're banning a black woman. They don't want to do it like that. Now if it was a like Edomite man bringing that shit up, we can ban that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Or even a Jake man. Who be like I'm black, but you know, but when you have that black woman kind of thing, you can use that shit.
Yeah.
So Esau is like against the black woman is joint hands with Esau in the society.
Oh yeah.
So they got their advantage. Who knows if her husband is really a crypto Jew? Who knows?
Yeah. But she bringing out a lot of shit, bro. She went into the USS Liberty that Israel shelved that shit.
They bombed it.
And used it as a proxy to try to go on a war, but they survived. And that was during the 6-Day Syrian War. Now, the Greater Israel Project, the land that they won, in 1967, in the 6-Day Syrian War, they got it. They took over certain parts of Egypt and all that, and they took it on the back. The top of Syria, they took back the Golan Heights.
Yep. Damascus.
They want the Golan Heights because the land of Golan is in the scriptures. That place you read about with the snow on top and all that. Yo, when you watch that movie, The Spy 2, it shows you the land that they're fighting over. It's a beautiful fucking land, bro.
And then also the Golden Heights has a lot of shipping ports. You know? And also Ashdod, you know? They
already have Ashdod. That's Tel Aviv.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is if they join, if they get the Golden Heights, they got some ports there that they could do shipping in it. You know what I'm saying?
They want it because they believe in the people of the Lord, because those parts of the land was promised in the scripture themselves from the Jordan. So that's how come they bombing Gaza and the West Bank, because you have so-called Palestinians living there.
See?
Because one thing you learned about Syria recently that happened is they could topple a society and take people out without killing anybody. If they want to do it, they just bombing them so-called Palestinians because they don't want them coming back. And it's crazy, as soon as you bomb them, you already got a so-called Jew ready to settle. You got settlers ready. So people
you got settlers' rights.
You got settlers already ready to take over your land that we just bombed. So people are looking at that shit on TikTok and social media and all that like, yo, wait a minute.
This shit don't add up.
This shit is fucked up. Like, why are we giving them money when they clearly stomping these people out? What are we aiding?
Committing genocide. Most of the people that's getting killed over this women and children.
Yeah, it is genocide in the fact because they're not even defending themselves. The so-called Palestinians don't have a standing army.
Because first and foremost, they got Hamas. Hamas went deep underground. Hamas.
Benjamin Netanyahu wants Hamas because look,
Who created Hamas?
There you go.
The Israeli government.
They want Hamas in these areas because Hamas gives them a license to bomb Gaza. You know what they said? He said Hamas is using kids and babies as human shields. Therefore, when we kill a baby or a child, well, that was just a human shield.
And that's all bullshit.
It's all bullshit,
They're not
bro.
killing women and children. Who's killing women and children over there? The Israeli government, them bombers.
That's what it is, bro.
The planes, they bombing and having, they just, you can see,
Bombing the motherfuckers.
I mean, they could
Saying
be,
that we're not gonna do another bombing anyways.
oh, move over here to this side over here, go over to this side, to the southern part of Palestine, and let you know, planes that's coming, boom, 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 bombing women and children. Bombing the hospital, full of women and children, and babies.
That's like the whole free Palestine thing is going on. But guess what? You saw that dude, them dudes that took over that Syria, they said what? They said we're gonna come to Gaza next to liberate the Palestinians. I'm like, wait a minute. That's fucking bullshit. Now because you know what they can say? We're gonna be fighting against those rebels coming to Gaza, but they're not really fighting against the rebels. They're just gonna be fucking bombing the Palestinians, man. Them so-called Jews, all they use is craft.
Yep.
Craft and lies and deception, man.
Yeah, that's what they do.
Right.
That's what they do. They the worst of the heathen. I keep on saying it. They're the worst of the heathen. These Jews,
Amalek.
man. Amalek is the worst of the heathen,
This is
man.
why Saul, you fucking idiot. Well, Saul was a king of Israel.
Yep.
David said, so let me take that back. I'm not gonna, Saul, whatever. But if you just listen, bro, we wouldn't have this.
But the Lord wanted,
But the Lord wanted
that to
yeah.
happen.
But you-
Because remember,
you see
the
why-
promise that was given to Moses. Moses is King David.
Right.
So basically,
Yeah,
he
you
said,
had to
yo,
fuck up.
nobody's going to take nobody's going to have that rulership seat.
Yeah.
And no one's going to take that.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
he's coming back to get his position.
Right, you're right,
When
bro.
you look at it,
And because if he didn't fuck up and David wouldn't step in, but you're right. But if you look back at it, what I'm saying is this. He tried to save them to give sacrifices unto the Lord, but in hindsight, he ended up doing far worse. The little sacrifice he wanted to give by keeping them alive, look what it led.
Was it Haman?
He could have wiped out all the Amalekites, bro.
Was it Haman a descendant of Agag?
Amalekite, yep.
Haman the Amalekite, Agag the Amalekite. He was the descendant of. He fled into the tribes of Persia, right?
I'm not sure, brother.
It could have been
I don't
Persia or
remember. Yeah, of course. I mean, because he was under the Persian Empire.
Yeah.
Agag. That's just trust.
and then what he tried to do?
Many satraps.
And what he tried to do was he tried to usurp and overthrow Xerxes, and Mordecai found out, and he kept it. He reminded him of the records that this dude tried to do that, and that's when he got. That's when the gallows that Haman built for Israel to destroy all Israel. Him and his family wound up being on them gallows.
Yep, nigga was on good.
Just a little more. It says, back in Isaiah chapter 34, verse 3, for the indignation, which is the righteous anger of the Lord Yahweh, is upon all nations, and his fury upon their armies. He hath utterly destroyed them. He hath delivered them to the slaughter. How did he utterly destroy them? By thermonuclear fire and crushing the fire from when Yahweh shall crack them skies, bringing death, destruction, and deliverance. You know? You see, that assembly of great nations that the Most High will put the spirit on, starting with Russia and China, Iran and North Korea, on down, he's spoken about what the brothers are bringing out, and Ezekiel the 38th chapter is going to come to pass, man. And this is going into how that's the indignation of the Lord. And it says, the slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood. The mountains talking about the governments of Israel, the governments of these different nations, man. That's going to be engaging in nuclear war. Because they're going to be fighting amongst each other, then Yahweh shall going to crack the skies. They're going to put away their differences, like it's spoken about in 2 Ezra, the 13th chapter, first verse on down, to try to subdue the man that came out of the sea, which is the heavens, man. So we understand that, and that's a perfect illustration of how these nations are going to get snatched out of their rulership, and they're going to be all put to death, and America is going to be a great big desert, man. Because there's something Apostle Tahar brought out. America is nothing but a great big altar, and all the people in America is that sacrifice, man. Mm-hmm. And that light is blinding the hell out of them, man.
It's too bright.
I mean, yeah.
But if he turns it on,
You know what I'm saying?
I could.
Keep going, bro. Keep going. It says, the slave also shall be cast out. It says, cast out. It says, and the mountain shall be melted with their blood. And all the hosts of, it says, and all the hosts of heaven, all the hosts of the, and all the armies of these different rulerships, mainly Esau's rulership, all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll that mushroom cloud, and that's what really happened in America. And in Israel, it says, and all the hosts shall fall down as a leaf, fall forth from the vine, and as a falling fig from the fig tree. It says, for my sword shall be bathed in heaven, the rulership of Esau, and it shall come down upon Adumi, which is the Greek word of saying Esau, Edom. Edom. Adumi and Edom. It's the Greek word for saying Edom. It says, and upon the people of my curse to judge who the people of the Most High curse. Who was cursed with the with clean leprosy? Esau, Edom. Going back to Cain, which is Cain is Esau coming back in the reincarnation, man. Because Cain was the wicked. Right? So we see, you gotta understand the history. You know, if you understand the history, you understand the mystery. The spirit gotta be dealing with you, man. You understand? So it says a little more, and it says, the sword of the Lord Yahweh is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of the kidneys of rams. For the Lord hath a sacrifice in Bosra, which is another name for America, an ancient city that Esau dwelt in. The capital of Esau's ancient empire was Bosra. It says, and the great slaughter in the land of Idumea. That great slaughter in the land of Idumea is double the destruction and country they fly from them chariots, man. And that's what Ezekiel 38th chapter is going in. That's what Isaiah 34th chapter is going in. And multiple other chapters, man, of different books is going in, man. So we understand that the Lord is going to destroy America and Israel, but the only separation of the two, America is going to be a desert with doleful creatures, which is explained in Isaiah 34th chapter, and Israel is going to be built back up by the first fruits of slaves, which are the international bankers, starting with the Rothschilds.
Oh yeah.
See,
you know when we magnify, like, oh, we're gonna do this in the kingdom, that in the kingdom, people be like, yo, y'all gonna really go from planet to planet? You know what I thought about? I'm like, yo, look what people in power doing now. You got certain rich families that say, yo, let's have breakfast in France. Get on the jet to fly to France because they have that much wealth. So the most I can give these heathens the ability to do that. Imagine what he's gonna do to his own people when he blesses, man.
That's right, and not only that, they don't have to buy a ticket. They got private jets.
Yeah.
So here's fuel their jet, go to the runway, get on their shit, go in the limousine, have a stool pigeon drive you to the limousine, have another stool pigeon fly them, jet set. You know what I mean?
They don't have to shop. Don't you know that?
What's the G4, G5 jets
G6, bro?
are decked out.
G6,
And then don't forget the Boeings. The Boeings, you know what I mean? Them big commercial
That's
airlines.
decked out, man. So, you know
what I mean?
Goddamn, yo, I got these bad forget from this water I've been drinking.
Go ahead.
After that, I ain't drinking no more water,
So
man.
we talking about we're gonna be going from galaxies and all that. Look what the fuck the elites are
Rome,
doing.
we're gonna be Rome
We're gonna be
hopping.
super royal, man. Yo, we got elites right now that have
gonna be
a
planet
house.
hopping.
They got a house somewhere, and people are cooking breakfast every day,
Yeah.
just in case they pop up. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner being made every fucking day, just in case they pop up, bro.
Yeah.
That's the type of wealth they on. So imagine how much the Lord's people, bro. When we say we're gonna be doing all these things and having all these riches. I got something real quick. Because brother was going into that World War III and Yahweh Shah and these nations coming together, fight against them. This is Revelation 12:7. And there was war in heaven.
Yep, there's one heaven. I mean, the heaven under the sky, man. This realm. In this realm. This realm that we're in. It's going to be in the sky. All right? It's going to be, see?
Right. And there was war in heaven.
Uh-huh.
You're right, the physical realm, not the spiritual realm.
Yep.
Michael and his angels fought against the dragon and
Michael and his angels. That's the angels. Yahweh Shah leading. And And Satan and his angels, man, the military, NATO, EU, and the other nations that have a military, they all gonna be in a joint to try to, the Lord gonna put in their spirit to try to fight him. But that's why, to show the Lord's power, man, the world gonna see that.
Yeah, it's gonna be like, oh, it's an alien invasion. We have to put together put aside our differences to fight against this common threat. Because after World War III and the missiles and shit destroyed America, Russia's gonna be the spearhead. Russia's gonna be the one on top. Russia's gonna be the Edomite nation that's gonna lead the charge against the Shah because they next up militarily. It says Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels and prevailed not.
They didn't prevail not, so it's a mass slaughter. They're gonna be the air defenses vaporized, the land defenses vaporized, the sea defenses vaporized. They're gonna all get knocked down at once. Knocked down meaning put to death. Alright?
It says
meaning vaporized with them lasers.
Right. And prevailed not, neither was their place found anymore in heaven.
Their place isn't found no more in heaven, and their rulership is out.
Oh yeah.
It's out. Because the Lord gonna take out their defenses first. Show them, like,
that's a good point.
They take out all their defenses, and then all them nations gonna have to bring them metric tons of that gold, silver, all the materials. It ain't gonna be no machine power no more. So that's a lot of work. We're talking metric tons, man. We're talking metric tons of material. Just the cloth alone, the fabrics alone. You know what I mean? And precious stones, all of that. That's hard labor, yo. That's hard labor. You know, all of us done did hard labor jobs, man. Moving materials.
And that makes sense, man, because we have to go through hard labor. So the Most High's not gonna have no construction site and shit. They're gonna plaque out.
And then they gotta store it.
They're not gonna be sliding off a dinosaur like Fred Flintstone, like, what's the job? Nah, man, it's gonna be a hardcore fucking pickaxe. Get to work, motherfucker.
No dust on the fabric, no nothing. That's a hard work too.
Right. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times?
Yep. So this is Ezra's action, right?
Yes.
What's the part asunder? Meaning the topple, meaning the change, the shift in power. These nations falling.
Or when shall be the end of the first?
The end of the first. So Esau's, what's going to be Esau's ending? His end of rulership. When it's going to be?
Yeah, because he was the first that came out.
Yeah.
Between Jacob and Esau. Esau came out first. It says, or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that follows? It goes back to tell you, it says, verse 8, and he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac.
Abraham unto Isaac. That's our forefathers, man, of the nation.
When Jacob and Esau were born of him.
Jacob and Esau. Jacob represents the Israelites. Esau represents the Caucasians, but also it's them two. Started with them two, man.
Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau.
So when Esau was born, it's showing that Jacob was snatching him out of his rulership by grabbing his heel.
It says, for Esau is the end of the world.
Esau is the end of the age of rulership. Esau is the end of the age of rulership.
And Jacob is the beginning of it that follows.
Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. And you know, Yahushua is at the head of that. Right?
Yeah, that was it.
It's crazy. That light on my lens, I can see the cells in my eye, yo. It's crazy. It magnifies. I can't explain it. Brothers, but yo, it's operating as a magnifying glass. I can see the damn cells in my eye.
Yeah, so Jacob is up next, man.
That light with my lens. But Jacob is a... Nah, it ain't fucking... I can see the cells in my eye. Yo.
Show me hold.
I was reading 2nd Ezra 6, 7, and 9 going to Jacob being next.
2nd Ezra 6, 7, and 9, okay. I was holding my shit too, man. It's at the right, you can't hold it no more.
I got space, bro.
Yeah, so you know, Esau's the end. And this is why the Bible Destruction Group took out the Apocrypha, the 1800s, sent forth hidden. They took it out because it's dead on with the prophecies of who Esau is. goes in the 12 main emperors of the Roman Empire. It goes into Alexander. It goes into the 10 tribes coming over here. It goes into Jacob and Esau. It was like, nah, this is spot on. We gotta remove this off. It's helping them too much.
Also, it lets you know when the Greeks took over, when Edomites took over, evils multiplied in the land.
They was like, nah, we can't do with this.
Yeah, second Ezra 6, 7 and 9, right?
Going in Ezra's asking Uriel crush.
All right.
What's the part in the sun of the time?
Second Ezra, I got it. Second Ezra 6.
And so we're in those times right now, man. This is the time right now. It's our end game, baby.
And this is second Ezra chapter 6. I'm gonna start at
That's that end game, baby.
I'm gonna start at 6. Then did I consider these things, and they all were made through me alone, and through none other body, and through none. Let me read it again. Then did I consider these things, and they all were made through me alone, and through none other. By me also they shall be ended, and by none other. Then answered I and said, what shall be the pardon of son of the times, or when shall be the end of the first, and the end of that follows?
The first is Esau, his rulership. What's going to be the end? All right? And it's going to go in. It's going to go in.
It says, and what shall be the end of it that follows? And it says, and he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac,
our forefathers, the nation of Israel.
When Jacob and Esau was born of him, Jacob's hand held first the hill of Esau.
That's showing that Jacob snatched him out his rulership seat, symbolic too. Like, yo, I'm on your hills, so I'm next up.
About to snatch you out of your power.
Yeah, you about to come up out of that crown.
It says, verse 9, for Esau is the end of the world.
Esau is the end of the age of rulership. The world is going to live forever. It's talking about the age of rulership.
Say the earth abideth forever in the book of life.
Abide of me live.
It says, and he said unto me, matter of fact, I'm going to go down. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is that, Jacob is the beginning of that followeth.
Yep, under Yahushua. Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. So pretty soon it's going to be a regime change, man.
You got to understand something. Jacob's name was changed to Israel when he rested the angel. He, Prince of Power.
Yasha Allah.
Yasha Allah. He, Shah, Prince, Allah, Power. Oh, God. He the Prince of God, you know? So it says, the hand of man is betwixt the hill and the hand. It says, the hand, let me read it again. The hand of man is betwixt the hill and the hand. Other questions, Ezra, ask thou not.
Ask not. So basically, this is not for you, basically, to know. Basically, it's above your pay grade.
That's right.
You know what I mean? That'll be revealed in the latter times, and this is the time where it's been revealed a lot more of the mysteries, because Yahushua, he loosed the seals. So the other information that needed to be known was revealed for this time. Starting with our Bivens and on down to our apostles, our bishops on down. You know, we got the latter of the information. And anything else will be revealed in the kingdom. Like, we know Dan was amalgamating all the tribes, but we'll get further understanding on a lot of things. You know what I mean? A lot of things with how the universe works and all of that. Those things, Yahushua will reveal to us.
It will come in time. It will come in the kingdom. When the kingdom is
yeah.
You get them new bodies.
And we know this to be true because the Lord's knowledge and the knowledge they're going to give us is infinite. So we're going to constantly be growing more in the kingdom. You know? It ain't meant for us to, we can't retain all of that information now. These bodies can't.
You got mortal bodies.
Yeah, we can't even. Yeah.
2 years ago.
Yeah, and especially the lifetime, Julian, the lifetimes that we've been through. You know, our mind can't handle it, our spirit can't allow that. You know, in this fleshly bodies, man. That's why there's no remembrance also.
To former things.
Things, man.
That wouldn't be, you know what I'm saying?
Overload.
Yeah. And you think about it, that also, that just makes things more like, because imagine living life, like, imagine just born with experience. You wouldn't go through shit, you know what I'm saying?
You already know I'm not doing. I'm
Yeah,
avoid that.
exactly. You're not gonna really. So the Lord, you know, refreshes it so you can learn the experience and get all, you know, just to get that cycle again.
That's why we're gonna be a nation of kings and priests, because we know both sides of that completion. We know both sides, because that's why Yahweh Shah speaks for us, because he was in his flesh. So he's worthy. He was worthy to loosen those seals, and he's our lawyer for to speak to the most and our ambassador to speak to Yahweh for us. Like, look, pleading our cause, like, don't destroy them. I know they're going off, but look, I know what they're going through down here. You know what I mean?
We right now we are yet to stay in our captivity pursuant to the 3 Codes 8. We still exiled in the land of our captivity. We ain't Babylon. So of course we're not gonna be able to keep all the laws fully. The laws we can keep, we keep it to the best of our ability. The laws we can keep, we're going to keep them. The high holidays that we can keep, we're going to observe them. You know, don't eat unclean foods. We're not going to eat unclean foods. You know, don't commit adultery. We're not going to commit adultery. Thou shalt not steal. We're not going to steal. We're going to live our life according to the Bible, the best of our ability.
We're gonna be brotherly again, man.
We're going to be brotherly to each other.
We don't gotta look. We don't gotta walk up and down the street and then you see like a group of people. You don't know what time they on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I was in the train the other day, and they wasn't on no bullshit. They was talking amongst each other, but I still had to be on point because people be on bullshit.
In that train,
You know what I mean? Shit. Yeah, I saw mob of police like looking for somebody when I pulled into the station over here today.
You gotta understand something else, man. Some dude at Penn Station got doused with flames.
Wow.
And then you got some crazy dude on the camera changing his clothes. He had 2 knives. He stabbed 3 people, unarmed 3 people, man, in different locations. One dude was fishing, you know, on a pier down Midtown Manhattan, deep Midtown Manhattan. He got jigged up. He died. A lady got jigged up. She died. And another dude, older man got hit, stabbed up. He died. But they got a picture of the suspect, man, you know.
So it's things being done here. There's things with death angels out here, and then there's things being promoted out here, so then they could just put more surveillance or whatever.
That's a good point, bro.
Right.
And also the curses. You mentioned, you know, a lot of times you kind of brace yourself because you're looking at somebody that's of your tribe, somebody that's of your nation. It shouldn't be that way. Like you walk around the heathen, you're not thinking like, yo, this nigga's gonna pull a move. It's a poor people.
Yeah.
Like, yo, I don't trust this nigga right now.
It's
That
just
goes back
niggas
to the
doing our
curses.
foolishness out here, yo.
Yeah, I'm gonna read it. But guess what? Sorry, it's gonna flip. It's gonna flip. Proverbs 30 and Deuteronomy 30 and 5. And the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua thy power will bring thee into the land which thy fathers possessed.
That land of Israel, man, it's gonna be revitalized, man.
And the
After
Lord
the
gonna do it, that
destruction.
declaration.
Yep.
It says, and thou shalt possess it.
Possess meaning own.
And you heard that? It said, and he will do thee good and multiply thee above thy fathers.
Yeah, we're gonna be multiplied, man. We're gonna be restored, man. We're gonna be restored, man. To our far above than once we was before, man.
And the Lord thy power will circumcise thine heart.
Circle mind, man. We're gonna have a fleshly heart, man, not a stony one. So we're gonna be immortal, man. We're gonna be perfect.
And the heart of thy seed to love the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua thy power with
Our
all.
seeds are not gonna go off, man.
That's beautiful, brother. It says, with all thine heart
Full and heart.
and with all thy soul that thou mayest live.
Now we live, man. We're gonna live a full day, man. 1,000 years. That don't mean we're gonna die after 1,000 years, but that's the saying. But look, that's why these nations hate us spiritually, man. Because in their spirit, they know that they're not chosen. They don't got that. They're gonna be imperfected.
Right.
All right, they're gonna be imperfected. That's why they're gonna be going off.
Verse 7. And the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, thy power, will put all these curses upon thine enemies and on them that hate thee.
And enemies, man, and I hate thee. Our enemies. We're sold to our enemies. These nations are our enemies. We have enemies. You have enemies. That's why your station, you can't get above certain levels, man. There's a block right there. These nations, they don't like us, yo. You know what I mean? They don't like us. They are enemies, you know? And definitely they don't like us because they don't have a father. They bastards.
So in the kingdom, they're gonna be the ones side-eyeing each other and shit and committing crimes on each other.
Yeah, they're gonna be blaming each other, man. They women ain't gonna respect them. You nothing, you worthless. You sold a birthright. Y'all ain't shit. Y'all ain't nothing, you weak and puny bastards. They gotta go through that.
We going through it.
Yeah, we gotta go through it. They gonna be nagging.
They're gonna be having kids and they don't know who the baby daddy is. And
yeah, man.
all that type of shit gonna be going on.
And then when they going off, the heads of their people gotta suffer for that. So they're gonna have to come down on their people.
Right. That's right. That's a good way to put it, brother.
I got a precept.
They don't have vassal kings.
I got a precept.
Vassal rulers. They ain't gonna be kings. Vassal rulers.
Yep.
Right.
Now, this is a Luke chapter 4, verse 4. It says, O Israel, happy are we for the things that are pleasing to Yahweh are made known to us. This is Lord's statutes.
Yeah, these laws, statutes, commandments, the dark sayings, the parables,
the breakdowns.
The breakdowns. Look, man, you got people that don't know what the RFID is. You got people that don't know things they should know, man. And we're blessed to know these things, man.
Verse 5, be of good cheer, my people, the memorial of Israel.
Monument, memorial, all right, Zion.
It says, ye were sold to the nations, not for your destruction.
We were sold not for our destruction, but we displeased Yahweh Shem Yahushua by going off. By going off, that's why we was punished, and we was punished in front of the whole world, man.
It says,
got it?
Ye were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because ye moved the Most High Yahweh to wrath, ye were delivered unto your enemies.
We were delivered to our enemies. So we wasn't delivered to let's all be one. We are all mankind. We're all together. Now we were sold to our enemies. So our enemies our enemies came up and they know that they are enemies, man. Because if they wasn't, they wouldn't have moved on us like that, right?
Yeah,
we got enemies.
It's water dripping my shit. Turn my shit.
Yeah, that has to be.
They got a screen protector.
Doing it. So let me just grab my.
They got a screen protector, man.
That happens.
I got a screen
sold
protector.
to our
But still
enemies,
doing that
man.
because the water hit it. It's
So now after everything, so we don't still have enemies?
Yeah, so. Psalms 83 and 1. It says a song until you're ready, Judah. A song or psalm of Asaph. Keep not thou silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace and be not still, O Yahweh.
Yeah, so we want to be avenged. We want Yahweh Shah, we want Yahweh to avenge us, man. These nations, they plummeted us, man. They got their feet on our neck, yo.
I got it.
We gotta get brought back. Meaning saved. Now, that's what I mean by brought. No man shall buy you like in Deuteronomy. We need Yahweh Shah, yo.
It says,
Yeah,
lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
They all proud. They look at us with pride. You see them when they moving around. When they moving around in the job sites, wherever it is, they got higher. They higher up than you, man. Here it goes. You might work for NYCHA, right? And you got another nation at the head of position. Heads a certain position. You're like, yo, this motherfucker ain't on. We live in the project. How the fuck he got that position?
And that's how things should be. We should hate these nations and they should hate us. That's how the shit was. That's how it was.
And we're
now
not
it's all
jealous, but we
secret.
hate these motherfuckers.
Now it's all secret and shit.
But back in the ancient world, it was made known.
Yeah,
It was
like,
open.
Right, it was over. It wasn't covert. Like you got Edomites. You know you got Edomite men that won't date Edomite women that fuck the black guy so cold. They'll ask him that. You dated a black guy? You fucking? You He said, yes, they'll cut you off.
Huh?
Because that perpetual hatred is in there. Meaning you can fuck anybody, but don't you fucking Jake, I don't want to deal with you.
That wound is
That's why,
rooted now.
that's why I was at
But they writing that.
yeah.
They writing that. That's how you're supposed to be thinking.
That's why
But, oh, you're racist. No, this is how the fuck things are supposed to be. You're supposed to be with your people, your nation.
I was at the Upper East Side, and you had this Jake. He had an Edomite. They had Edomite chicks with him. They was young. They was teenagers. And so the other Edomites over there, the rich motherfuckers was looking, and the Jake was like, he's bad, he's bad. I was standing by laughing in the inside because I gotta laugh that I promote shit.
You had that
like,
Jake in Miami. He had 2 badass Edomite bitches on a leash on his phone like that. You know when Esau see that, they get fucking vexed, but they can't say it.
Yeah.
But if I meet a female, I don't really date the nigga woman no more. But if I find out she dated a Edomite, I ain't fucking with her. That shit is greatly polluted.
I mean, I'll still smash. I don't give a fuck who she fucked, but in terms of me personally,
In terms
Just
of wifing
smash
her,
Yeah.
if a bitch gonna smash, yeah, but wife it, nah. But it says back in Baruch chapter 4, verse 6. It says verse 6. Ye were sold to the nations not for your destruction, but because ye moved Yahweh to wrath, ye were delivered unto the enemies. Verse 7. For ye provoked him that made you by sacrifice unto devils and not unto Yahweh.
Yeah, we're sacrificing under the gods that don't exist, under demons, and we wasn't worshiping our power, man. A lot of people sacrifice during this Christmas, man. That passed, man. Yep. Got Easter coming up, New Year's, Easter, and the Valentine's Day, all this shit.
Condomize, which is Valentine's Day.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
It says, ye have forgotten the everlasting power that brought you up, and ye have grieved Jerusalem that nourished you.
That's right. So we basically we went off and we forgot the Lord after we prospered and went off again, man.
It says, for when she saw the wrath of Yahweh come upon you, she said, hearken, O ye that dwell about Zion.
Uh-huh.
Yahweh have brought upon me great mourning during the time of 70 AD.
Yeah, because the Flavian dynasty, they moved in and they took spoil our people. They put some of our people in the gladiatory arenas. They enslaved slaves.
It says, for when she saw the wrath of Yahweh coming upon you, she said, hearken, O ye that dwell about Zion, God, Yahweh had brought upon me great mourning, for I saw the captivity of my sons and daughters, which the everlasting brought upon me.
Yeah, they took a lot of wealth too from us.
70 AD.
They took a lot of wealth. That treasury, man, they show you the treasury. They show you the treasury in that series, Those About to Die.
Yeah, but it says, with joy that I nourish you, with joy that I nourish you, will lift them away in mourning. Let no man disgrace over me, a widow, and forsaken of many. For the sins of my children are left desolate, and are left desolate because they departed from the Lord, the Most High Yahweh.
Yep, we departed, so we lost that land, and we departed from the Lord, man. So we had to be punished. That's the punishment.
Right. They knew not his statutes, nor walked in the ways of his commandments, nor trod in the paths of discipline in his righteousness. Let them that dwell in Zion, about Zion, come and remember ye the captivity of my sons and daughters, which the everlasting that brought upon them.
Yeah, so the Lord it's gonna be these other nations gonna pay. They're gonna get paid back, but the Lord had to whoop our ass, man.
And it says right here, it says, for he hath brought a nation upon them from far, a shameless nation and of a strange language. When you go into Deuteronomy
28.
No, it goes into when thou shalt, for the Lord's gonna bring a nation upon you with fish, the nation of an eagle.
Oh yeah,
so
bro.
again, I go back to Deuteronomy 28 chapter.
Yeah.
Chapter 47 verse, yeah. That's what it's talking about right here. That's what it's talking about right here. It says, for he hath brought a nation upon them from afar, a shameless nation and of a strange language. They were speaking.
They came over here. Look when they came over here, what they did to the northern
This
tribes.
is going back into the world, to the ancient world.
Yeah, the ancient world too.
It's both. It's twofold.
Twofold,
the
yeah.
Romans and the New Romans.
Yep.
Because back then they were speaking Hebrew, we were speaking Hebrew, they were speaking Latin. We didn't understand them, they didn't understand us.
Yeah.
It says, for he that brought these, wait, hold on, let me read it. It says,
6:30 by the way.
I don't cut. It says, for he had brought a nation upon them from afar, a shameless nation and of a strange language, who neither reverence old men nor pity child.
They didn't pity that. In the ancient world, they didn't, and when they came over here, they didn't pity. Both case scenarios, man.
It says these have carried away. Like you finish your statement.
Like when the Romans moved on us before, they came in with the chariots or whatever. You know they ran over the horses, ran over children, right? They didn't stop. Oh, there's a kid in the way. Nah, everybody got stampeded.
That's right. It says these have carried away their beloved children of the widow and left her that was long desolate without daughters.
That's right.
What can I help you? It says, for he that brought these plagues upon you will deliver you from the hands of your enemies.
So the Lord brought these plagues upon us, and He's gonna also deliver us from the hands of our enemies, man. Starting with the elect. Okay? Because these other nations are our enemies, man. They know we're not the same. They don't like us, yo. We're cut out the ranks of business. They moving private on a large scale, man. Yeah. They move against us, man. They're our enemies, man. And our people are always wanna be a part of them or be accepted, man, instead of being accepted by Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. Our people gotta start looking at these people as nothing. The Lord set them up against us to punish us, but they're nothing. They ain't nothing, man. They spit. You gotta look at them like that, man. You know? You gotta look at them like that, man.
I got some. I mean, keep going back in Psalms 83. Psalms 83 and 3. It says, "They have taken crafty counsel against thy people."
They taking crafty counsel. They meet in private, man. Think tanks. They meet in secret. They used to meet in cold regions under ice caps and shit, man. Thinking they gonna be bugged or something, man. They meet in secret. Thinking they can hide from the Lord.
They have meetings that they do for the public, like the Bilderberg group or the UN meetings, or those are just G7. That's only for the public. But there's also meetings that go on that's not for the public.
Yep. And it's about the destruction of your nation.
Right. And consulted against our hidden ones.
Consulted against our hidden ones, because every nation got an elite of their own nations, but the super elite are Amalek, from 13 families. All right? And they put up these puppet leaders and these celebrities to keep you people entertained and what you should aspire to be.
Right, and just because
false hope.
Just because you're a Rothschild don't mean you're going to go in every meeting. Just like these mafias, your wife might not know what the fuck is going on. You have to work your way up before you can be in this thing. It's all about keeping a very tight circle.
Yeah.
So
they gotta see who they could trust the most, and who basically you gotta be like a tyrant or whatever. You heard me? So it's layers even within the Rothschild family, man. So as ranking, you know what I mean?
All them families.
Yeah, all them families.
Secret families, business families. When business is being condoned, you don't just bring your son in there at 7 years old and shit.
No, you gotta be
work
groomed.
them up, exactly. It says they're taking crafty counsel against like, because you know what? If you did it that way, the shit would open up.
Yeah.
Because you try to bring your son in, this nigga might be a TikToker.
Yeah.
Daddy is into this, and now you gotta gut their ass.
Yeah. They tell you that it's a low level. You know the doorman like on Park Ave or whatever. The kids might be cool with the doorman speaking when they young, and then when they get a certain age, they start looking at them like, you ain't shit.
Just walk right past
they hold demeanor, everything changed. I seen these smug, snobby motherfuckers. I never did the doorman job, but I know how they act. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Doormen make a lot of money.
No. Yeah, they do, but
Like, yo,
they
bro,
got to deal with a lot of shit.
Yo, this dude Andrew Tate, he said he made a good fucking point. He said he came from nothing, right? He's poor in Chicago, whatever. Then he became a multi-hundred million, right? He said somebody was telling him what to do, and he kind of like, why the fuck I gotta listen to you? He said, that's just me with 100 million. Imagine life, generational. Imagine how they must see you. Like, what the fuck are you talking to me, man? You know what I'm saying? They must see you like how you look at it. Exactly.
You supposed to they look at people as expendable containers, useless eaters. All right.
They're looking at you
Human
like,
resources.
What can you tell me?
Yeah.
I can fucking buy your whole family 20 times over.
Yeah.
It says, they have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation.
Being a nation, have them divide and conquer, have them
Puerto
quarrel
Rican,
with each other,
Jamaican,
have them
niggas.
envious each other on the workforce. Yo, let's cut off resources from them.
And they take away the name.
Take away the name.
Put
All
them
of
into
these
some
things,
corporation.
man. We're gonna have their house divided.
That's more.
We're gonna have their house
gangs.
divided. We're gonna have them in gangs. We're gonna have them in the prison industrial industry. We're gonna make money off of them. We're gonna even make money when they die. Brutality bonds.
That's what
We're gonna go heavy on them. We're gonna go hard on them. We're gonna have their women not respecting them, woken up against them. We're gonna educate them. We're gonna put them in a position where they can be higher or equal to them.
You know the one that's singing she like a booty scratch? Okay, let's give her the platform. I'm talking about sexy red.
Oh yeah. I was thinking of what's her friend, Sukiana or whatever.
Oh, so bitch said thumb hole in my booty hole, and then bitches in the club singing that shit. I want to get my booty scratched. Why is that? How come you put on Hot 97 and Power Funk 105.1? That's what you're hearing. When you go to 106.7 Light of Fire, you're not hearing no shit like that. You have
Smooth
80s,
jazz.
Michael Jackson.
Smooth jazz.
Yeah, you hear shit like that. 80s music. You on some soul shit. And you can literally, as you turn the channel, feel the spirits. Like, you see spirits. Yeah. So, channel they got their people listening to. 106.7 Light of Fire, great channel. Soothing. They don't put no demons on it. You switch to this bitch, Sexy Red.
All kind of demons jumping on you.
Fuck my baby daddy. Fuck my baby. They got bitches singing that shit. I had one of my little side
That's a
bitches.
vibration.
One of my little side bitches talking about fuck my baby daddy. I'm like, why you talking like that? Go ahead, bro.
I was going to say because Amalek, that owns all these music companies, they know that music sets out a vibration. Like I even remember, I went to family dinner one time, and my cousin was with her man, and they got a kid, and you know they're for the most part a very, very solid couple, like the family loves to do, because he handle his business. They playing Sexy Red, and she's singing about fuck her baby daddy, and I'm like, you sitting right next to the motherfucker, and your daughter talking about fuck my baby daddy.
They don't even have baby daddy singing it.
Right? And he's the reason why the whole family's even here right now. So I'm looking like, yo, if I was him, I would have yoked her ass the fuck up, and I would have never did nothing. Like,
They can platform people with talent, but they don't do that. They platform the women with agendas like Ice Spice and Sexy Red and Lil Camp, the Thoughts. They platform the niggas that's rapping about killing each other, the gangster rap, and any sort of common sense rap. They put that's underground music, and you looking like a moon if you listen to that. See what I'm saying? So that's how the so-called white man, that's part of their think tanks, of how can we fuck up their minds.
yeah.
Music and pop culture. Life imitates art.
Another thing you go through, I'm saying, that's why these dates, going on dates, man, it's not really worth it, man, because some of these women, they don't really like you, they just want a free meal. And then you go on a date with a woman, you know, and she start ordering all kind of shit, you know what I mean? Appetizer after appetizer, drink after drink, then she order a meal. The meal itself probably be like $70.
Not with me.
With the appetizer, now you just analyze
Unless
everything.
I'm hungry and the pussy guaranteed, that ain't happening.
Check out, this is what I'm saying. Even if the pussy's guaranteed, man, it's the first date, though.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
Pussy guaranteed, that's alright.
Because my mission is the box. And all she
check
wants
it
is to take pictures, right?
That's cool.
If you go on the first date, it's not guaranteed you're gonna get some box. It's not guaranteed.
Peep game.
But now, hear me
You
out.
gotta
Now,
say it.
but now, hear me out. Now, she's ordering Appetizer may be like $15, $20. Then she ordered 2 appetizers, drinks. Then she ordered the meal. It's gonna be like $70, $80. You about to order your shit. You looking at her like this bitch ordering all kind of shit. You know what I mean?
And now she gonna play those games now. Let's say for instance, if you're a person that found your pockets, right? Meaning you got bread, right? And this shit don't mean nothing to you. You more likely to smash it quicker. But let's say for instance, if you're a person where you like probably just make 50 G's or 60 a year, and she know you in that range, it's like a psychologically, I'm getting over him, and you're gonna have to like,
bro. Even if I got the money,
let your game is like tight. You get what I'm saying? They play around like that. If you're a person,
you gotta set up the date, right? If you're not trying to spend no bread, then why go to a place that offer food? Let's just get drinks. Now, if y'all talk and say, look, you can word it very subtle, let me try some fun out there, whatever. If she down with it, let's see where things go. Gamble.
My thing is this right here.
I tell them beforehand.
This right here.
That's
I
me.
understand that. Me too. But what I'm saying is, even if I got the money, which I had the money, the bread when I went, but I'm not gonna just let you take advantage of me. You ordered mad shit, and I see you got brown bags with you. So what you doing with the brown bag? You taking that shit with you?
Yeah, that's my thing though. I'm saying, you taking advantage of it, you're not getting pussy. So, if you getting pussy for free, that's what you're saying. Right?
I mean, it's your time.
That's no difference in
this
mine.
music industry is crazy. This bitch told me in order for me to hit, I gotta buy some boost. I was like $1,740. I said, man, I'm flipping that money legally.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I gotta spend $300 for some box. I can go to a brothel and spend something and get the box, and I'm guaranteed the box, bro.
No,
I'm not doing that shit.
You're right. So here's the thing, though.
That's a nigga you need.
This is why I'd rather spend the money on the date, because the brothel I'm spending $300 every time I go.
Yeah, it's not 300. It's not.
I'm just using this.
Like it adds up eventually.
What I'm saying is, you're
going on dates with these women adds up eventually.
No, listen.
Nah, bro,
Listen.
Once you take out on a date, you finesse her, she gets into you, fuck her, you can now fuck her for a less premium.
Yeah, but my thing is
assuming the attraction is genuine, meaning that she's not looking for resources. So that's what I'm saying. Like, if I know a girl that's into me, physically, track, whatever, right? And she's like, I want to go out, I would do that. I'm not saying I'm just saying I would do that because, okay, I'm spending a little, but now I know I got guaranteed box.
It's not about the money. What I'm saying is about, all right, these are signs of red flags when you go out with a woman. If she's not into you, if she's constantly on her phone or filming the fucking food and she ain't put you in the video, she's filming it, that means she's not into you.
I don't even want to be in her
She's spending
video.
all kind of money. All right, she's trying to spend your money. She doesn't spend all kind of her money. Yeah. She's ordering all kind of shit, and she's constantly on. When you at a date, you can be on. You can be on your phone. That's disrespect. You gonna be focused on your date, right or wrong?
Yes, sir.
So when I saw that shit, I looked at this bitch. So I was like, "You having a good time, right?" She's like, "Of course, definitely." She started joking the neck of mine. Like, you know how women do that shit. I said, "Have a good time." I got up.
So you just let that pussy on the table?
Yo, bro, I can tell the type of woman she is, bro. Listen, I'm not starving for pussy. I'm not starving for pussy.
And also we gotta put this caveat too, that it depends on what you're dating. Are you dating for intentions to be with this woman long term, or you dating for
the smash?
The smash. So in your situation, if you pass the smashing phase, like you in other words, you're not just feeling for pussy. You want a real, genuine woman. You're gonna vet her more
because in that way. Let me say this right here, bro. I can go to my shorty Bosita.
Damn, brother.
Don't be dropping names like that, man.
I'm saying I can go to my shorty. You know what I mean? But if you're trying to make something happen with somebody that's nice, and then when she's telling me, she's so proud. She blurted it out. She was like, how she said it. How she worded it. She was like, my last date didn't care what I spent. I said, when was your last date? She was about a couple of weeks ago. So I was like, really? So hold on. So I was like, really? So I was like, really? So right now, I'm watching it. And then I was like, so before I left, right? The lady came. She was like, in and out. So then she looked at me like she ordered salmon. And she, can I have a bag with that? Yeah. So I'm like, and then she ordered.
And
And then when she did what she ordered shrimp and all, I'm like, yo, All I wanted was a steak and some potatoes with with some with a glass of wine, and I'd have been content.
Yo, you know how you avoid women like this, right? This is what you say, right? If you say let's go out for drinks, which is something that's feminine, right? You can put a little dive bar that got like wings and things, right? And she say things like I don't drink or let's do something else in terms of like a more expensive date. You have to say right then and there, like, no, I just want to do drinks. If she comes down to you, your level, she wants to
Hang up.
If you elevate it to hers, she has a level.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you avoid things like that.
So that's what I did. So this is what I did.
No, I mean, not even. You know what else? If you'd have did that route, if you'd have said let's do something less than that, and she went down with you, then you know she genuinely wants to be there. But you kind of went up with her because I guess she maybe picked that place. I don't know.
No, I picked the place. But the menu, we went there. Remember Shawar's birthday? We went there to eat at the place with it.
Yeah.
So we went there. So I'm like, all right, I want to go to get some food. You know what I mean? So she just picking up everything. She's ordering mad shit.
I pick straight bars. If you want food, it's gonna be French fries and chicken fingers. It's just straight
But
liquor.
guess what though? The joke was on her
Dining
because
is reversed for my
yo,
life.
bro, the joke is on her because guess what I did? I was like, all right. So I see she ordered all this type of shit. You know what I mean? So this what all right. I got up.
I'm laughing because his
Broke
brother.
out, got in my car, and bumped out.
Nah,
Left her. She blown my
I'm
phone up.
laughing because his brother got CT, zero tolerance policies. You know what I mean?
I'm saying. I mean, because you could laugh because the joke wasn't on me. Because
I know. That's why I'm
I ain't
laughing.
pay for it. I just got her left, bro.
Man, you dying.
Yeah, bro, I didn't get a chance to eat anything. She was
Zero tolerance.
I was getting a steak, and they cook it. You know how they do it, and they bring it to you like this. So I didn't get a chance to order shit. I ordered one drink, and
Oh,
I had
you're on them 5-star
because
shit.
you know you got the salad right there, right? Not a 5-star spot. You got the salad. You can pick your salad and eat. So I'm eating the salad first. I'm saying I'm drinking, and she ordered all type of shit. I'm like, oh, I didn't get a chance to order shit yet. And she ordered mad shit. He bring appetizers, and the lady looking at me like, the lady that's bringing this shit, she looking at me like, yo.
Yeah, he about
you
to
know
book
how much-
it,
You
right?
know, no.
I'm
You
like,
know how much
you
this
know
shit
how
gonna
much
cost? She'll think me like,
You know how much that shit cost though?
Let me let me
I'm sorry,
finish,
I'm
bro.
sorry,
I'm
I'm sorry.
trying to finish.
That's all right.
She like, yo, she looked at me like, this is a third. And then the meal she ordered, the lady looked at me like, and then she gave me that look. The waitress gave me that look like, and she walked away. So when she gave me that look, I was like, oh shit, I didn't get this to order anything. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the salad bar is for free. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I ordered some wine, but they didn't get a chance to bring it. And then, no matter, she did bring the wine. So I drunk the wine. I went and I paid for my wine, and she didn't know the salad was free. So the wine that I got, it was kind of up there, $18. So I'm like, all right, I paid that, and I broke out, bro. So I ain't just leave with my bill. I ain't get it to the order now. I broke out. 'Cause I see what she was doing, bro.
Yo, I'm gonna read this real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
And then I can speak more on that, but because this is the thing too. When a woman is super bad, this is what I've come to realize. The more attractive the woman is, typically that's the more a man will take his chances. Because she's very attractive, right? So she's trying to get laid. Whereas if a woman is less attractive, you're like, oh fuck it, I ain't gonna do that for you. So sometimes we do kind of do things out of our natural comfort zone because a woman might be very attractive. And you know what I'm saying? Let me read this real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because bro, there was this bitch. She was super bad. She was so proud too. She was like, she showed her thing, her profile out. She has like over 6,000 likes, whatever. She's like, I'm highly in demand.
That's what I know.
And I hit her up. I was like, yo, so I just said, my basic shit. And I said, let's do drinks. And then she was the one that said she doesn't do drinks. All I wrote back was like, damn, LOL. She was waiting for me to say, okay, let's do dinner. I'm not doing that shit, bitch.
No, that's what I'm saying. So
I don't give a fuck how bad you look. This is our Micah 7 and 10. Then she that is my enemy shall see.
Yeah, all of them females, that's our enemies. That's our enemies to the nation of Israel, mainly elect. They gonna see it when Yahweh Bashem Yahushua elevate us, man. When all these things happen, then they gonna humble themselves, man. They gonna see like, oh, the Lord was dealing with them. You know what I mean? With them, they got beards and all, they look rough looking. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like this brother was saying, like, these women out here, bro, they're not on your side, bro. They out to, as a man, you gotta protect yourself. And as a man, you gotta move with wisdom, bro. There's a lot of men out here being destroyed and finessed by these women due to what? Honestly, a lack of experience.
I'm gonna tell you.
Look at Travis Hunter, bro. Look what happened with this guy.
hey,
he was so fucking green, like he couldn't pick up the signs that this bitch was a whole sudden he smashed and dash because he was so invested in football.
She talking with another nigga, right? I mean, that's crazy, bro.
They out of line. Even the females you're not trying to get like I'm sorry.
Well, I was gonna say real quickly, if you look at the guys that keep women in long relationships and shit like that, they be players. Snoop Dogg been married to his wife for 30 plus years. Who else is another one? Jay-Z been with Beyonce. Basically what I'm saying, a lot of guys that they say the players and the bad boys, they be having women that stick by their side for a very long time. Now why is that? Because they have options, but they have figured out this is a simple rule. This is a simple rule to protect yourself. Look, pick a woman that picks you. That's what they do. Because if you notice, these men can fuck any type of woman. They're celebrities. But the woman that they marry, they be like cute to average, sometimes very attractive. But they never be like out there because they know from dealing with the bad bitches that that's not
the route you want to go.
When you're looking at a long-term investment, beauty is a depreciating asset.
Yep.
Where in value appreciates with time, right? Because as you get older, she'll still take care of you, these sorts of things.
Yep.
That is what's more valuable.
Yep.
So they can fuck bad bitches, but they understand that's just something I smash. And you don't figure these things out until you get the fucking experience, man.
Right.
Because women at a very young age, they get far more experience than men. So even though that chick with Travis Hunter is like only a year older than her,
She got a body count.
she's like, even though she's a year older than him, she's like 10 years ahead of him in terms of experience of how to navigate and finesse a nigga.
Yeah.
Where if she bump into a guy that's seasoned, he already gonna pick up Paul like I know what you for.
That's why I got the fuck up and left, bro.
There you go.
Because I'm not about to play your game, sweetie. And then when she told me, bro, that so I was like, yo, so you can't seem to put your phone down. Like she said, oh, I got fans. I'm a celebrity. Really? In my mind, I said, really? Okay.
She got a bunch of fun, bro.
So you know what I'm saying? So she thinks she see the great bid that I'm starving for pussy. I don't know what she was thinking in her mind. But I know what I was thinking in my mind. The most I didn't deprive me of wisdom, it deprived you of wisdom, lady.
Bro, she sat down thinking she was a prize. That was it. That's based on what you're telling me. That's what I think. She sat down thinking you are pursuing her. I have the leverage right now with this date. He's the one taking me out. You know what I'm saying? So that's she's moving in that way.
Check it out.
And as you're telling what's going down, it seems like to me she's saying, what can I get away with? Like what more can I say to make him stick around? And to tell you that she was on a date with another nigga 2 weeks ago.
So I was like, really? So in my mind, bro, I was like, I was gonna get my food and then ask the lady for separate checks. That's what I was gonna do. But I said, then I was like, you know what? She's the type of food that's gonna make it sense. Let me just leave before the food comes. So I went and I paid for the drink, and I said, you can cancel the order with the steak and the potatoes. She said, you sure? I said, yes, I'm not gonna.
And you know what's fucked up? If she was sweet and kind and into you, you wouldn't mind spending that shit.
Exactly. But I see was moving.
Yeah, she was moving like this is a finesse.
Like she only go on dates for free meals. So I'm like, all right. And then you know what? You know what crazy thing that got me, bro? The lady that was doing the orders, she looked at me like, looked me right in my eye. Her eyes told me, yo, if I was you, I'd get up and leave. This is the first time I seen shit like this happen.
Don't lie.
Yo, bro. So I was like, so I just got up, paid for my drink, told her I canceled the steak and the potato because I really wanted. That's why I went there. You know what I mean?
Yep. This is the book of Micah 7 and 10. It says, then she that is my enemy shall see it.
Yeah, these women are your enemy. The ones you dating, the ones you pursuing, and the ones that you might bump into on a job. Can I tell you a story?
Make it not too long, bro.
All right, yo, mama. All right, yo. Some people are working where I work at the center. They be locking the door with a compactor room. So if the door is locked, you can't get the trash out. It just build up. You know what I mean? And this bitch like won't let the fucking contractors in. You know what I mean? And it's a long scene, but shit like that.
It says, and shame shall cover her which said unto me, where is the Lord thy power?
Yeah, the shame gonna cover her, yo, because they gonna look at you, you preach, you doing the word of the Lord, And she talking shit. You don't got no. She thinking you ain't in a certain level in society. Like the two women that was at the bus stop, the older women, they smirking at what we saying or whatever. Like, yo, we talking about nuclear destruction and things like that. And Chariot, she looking like, man, they don't got. Look how they dress. They outside. I can see it. You can see their problem in spirit.
And a part of that shame that's going to cover us, that's going to come to them is when they see all hell breaking, they go and do all kind of shit. And the minute they was looking down on, they doing good. They all right. They're not doing good, but they being taken care of. They still got their place. They got food. They got shelter. And then they're going to be like, oh, shit. You know what I mean? Then that's what Isaiah 4 was going to come into effect. You know what I mean?
That's right. It says, mine eyes shall behold her. Now she shall be trodden down as the mire of the street.
Yeah, she's gonna be stampeded, man. Stampeded. They ain't gonna get no help.
Dirty, man.
Yeah.
A lot of these bitches, baby mama drama, all this type of shit, cheating, adultery, finessing brothers. I'm talking about men of the Lord. This shit that happens to them. Y'all gonna fucking pay. I mean, it happens to niggas every day, but you know, the men of the Lord, man.
Some of them paying right now.
That shit almost happened to me. If it wasn't for the spirit put that leg, the spirit put that look on that, put the spirit on the most I put the spirit on that lady to look at me and give me a look like, yo, if I was you, I'd get up and leave. She just looked at me like,
she just ordered mad shit on her phone, chopping and doing all that shit. Like,
the lady looking at it, the lady looked at me and you could tell she was like an older Hispanic woman. She just looked at me like, and just walked off. Shit, that be it? I was like, yes. Then I got up like 10 minutes later, paid for my drink, which was like $18, 17 some change, $18 I gave her a little tip, which is $25 I paid all together. And I canceled the steak and everything, and I broke out, bro. She was blowing my phone up hard. Then she was like, you ain't on, you a no good broke nigga. I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll be that. I did the red man. I'll be that. I'll be that.
You know, man, a lot of again, that mistake, bro, chasing, man.
I ain't chasing nothing.
Don't chase. Well, if it's pussy, okay, you just try to smash, whatever. But when it comes to committing, like, I want a serious woman, she should be always the one picking you, bro. She should always be the one picking you. Because guess what? Like, that brother, Jonathan, he made a wise statement. He said, you know you can't be a leader, and you say, you know you can't chase and be a leader. It's true.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? The moment you on multiple dates, I'm gonna wait for her to, man, don't do that shit. That's red flags, bro.
I'm not waiting for that. Yo, I'm not going on multiple dates.
That's red flags because guess what? If a woman wants you, she's gonna give it to you, bro.
Yeah.
She's not. If she truly wants you, there's gonna be no rules for you, bro.
If she really like you, she really like you, you going to smash either on the first day or the second day.
Or rather.
I'm sorry.
That's good, bro. Or rather, the first time you guys are in that setting.
Yeah.
In other words, y'all can be chatting for like a week, 2 weeks. When y'all
month.
finally meet and y'all alone, she should want to fuck you, bro. It shouldn't be like, you know what I'm saying?
Especially she attracted to you and she like what you're talking about, because it's not always about attraction. It's about what comes out of a man's mouth and how a man conducts himself. Because look at Biggie. That nigga was twisted looking, man. He was getting all kind of
really
women.
Yeah,
I'm
talking about genuine attraction.
Right.
Bitches just with him because
And this is what I'm saying. This is what I found out throughout my experience. Women don't love men. Men love women.
That's right.
Women do not love men. Women are in it for what they can get out of men. And who's the first one to initiate divorce? We grew apart. We grew. How they say it? I grew out of love with him. I'm not in love with him no more.
This is what I think too, right? This is the last thing I'm gonna say on it. Again, this is speaking from experience, right? When you're going out on dates and all this type of shit, and you're trying really hard to have this woman be into you, you're trying to convince this woman to like you.
It ain't gonna happen.
So let's think about that, right? If it does go your way, you took her out on dates, you bought her flowers, all that stuff, and you convinced her to like you, guess what? She's selling for you. You get what I mean? Like, she didn't pick you.
Because of old Thomas didn't want her.
You was chasing her down. She got with you instantly. The moment you guys get together, you don't have the leverage because you just committed to a woman that you care for more than she cares about you. It should be the other way around. You should be committed to a woman that cares more about you, that cares more about if you leave. That way, You can have that leverage. I'm gonna step out.
I'm done.
If you're gonna step out, she's gonna want to fight back to hold you. If you commit to a woman that you just chased, you want to step out, whatever.
It's many. You can see the red side. You can see the red flags, bro. In
I say that
any
too,
relationship,
bro.
man. You can see the red flags, bro.
I say that too, bro, because that shit, when you gain experience, you find out a lot of shit you've been hearing your whole life. Like, she should wait up. You realize that's not fucking true, man. You know what I'm saying? That's a narrative you've been hearing your whole fucking life. You know, you should take her out on the pace before she commits. Then you realize, wait a minute, a hoe could lie. A hoe could be ranting and say, you know what, now I'm gonna make that do.
Yeah. You know another thing. You know another thing.
Also too, a woman that didn't fuck much guys close to no guys could really like you and fuck you first, and your ass, inexperienced, she gave it to me too soon. No, motherfucker, she could have just really loved you. I didn't like you that way.
Yeah.
All right, brother.
Yeah, it's true.
It's not when they fuck. It's what they do after they fuck. Okay? That's how you separate the difference between a woman that gives it up early, or possibly a hoe, or possibly the woman you stick with. What does she do after I fuck? Is she willing to cook, clean, conversate, you know what I'm saying? Or is she like putting on the clothes, getting ready for work, and it was nothing to her? And you know how you find out, bro? You find out when you guys argue. If you fuck a woman early, and you guys argue to the point y'all about to break up, and it's easy for her to separate, that means giving up her body is not a big deal. But if she's fighting tooth and nail to keep it together, giving up her body was a big deal.
Exactly.
Alright. Hey, the spirit had us go on that for whatever reason. You know, life experiences, I suppose. It says,
Maybe somebody needed to hear that. Let's watch it.
yeah, that's true, bro. Hey, the Most High is out here speaking. And the information we just gave, it goes into the scriptures talking about woman, but we just gave some life experience there, and like you mentioned, it could be for whoever want to hear it. And, let me get she that is at ease.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of women at ease because the economic, these jobs, these positions, what's that shit? These meal tickets and WIC and child support and the list goes on. Yep, and then the economic advantages they have, man. But when this shit shut down, we're gonna see how strong she is, man, how witty she is. All that gonna get put to the test.
Isaiah chapter 32, verse 9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease.
There's a lot of them that are at ease, yo. They talk a lot of shit. You know, they got positions, they got backup. Right?
Hear my voice, careless daughters.
They careless, man. They moving around careless, man. They talk how they want to talk. They move at all kind of times. You know what I mean? See, we in this truth. We move strategic when we out and about, looking around what's going on. They move careless. Be on their phone all time of night. Anything can happen.
You had that woman, what was that, like 2-3 months ago back in the Bronx, leaving the bar, like doing something on her phone. So niggas just trying to come around and rape her. But I mean, she fought and screamed. But when you look at the video, you're like, yo, how you walking around with that skirt, your titties out, Dolo? Like, yo, man, it's still nasty.
And you kind of source it. And it's a video with this dude, he's making perfect sense. What's his name again? This dude, damn. But anyway, what he was saying is, men keep men in check. If this is that, and he went back in 1952 when, before the Shiites took over Iran, how men was protecting the women. And then when, after 1952, the revolution that Shiites took over, they put women back in the house and put them back in their garbage.
I wasn't even talking about Patrick and David.
No. This, I forgot his name. He got he always called it. He called the women B2
I think I know you're talking about.
Starsky. I forgot his name. How can I forget his name? He got his own channel. They banned him. He went on Rumble and all that shit. Anyway, he was like, he said that women, when they had their freedom prior to Iran 1950, no, not Iran, Iraq 1952, before the Shiites took over. Once the Shiites took over, they put them back in the house and took their rights from them. They didn't have no rights. And he said, and women was getting raped and taken advantage of. But they wasn't. They was just going back to the ancient culture. He said, right now, women in America, if men stop protecting you, because men keep other men in check.
Yeah.
Men keep other men in check to stop them from doing certain things and committing crimes against y'all. So if men would take that back, where would y'all be? The women was all quiet, and you got one woman going like this, like with that small violin. So you can do that all you want, but the truth of the matter is, men are protecting you.
Yeah.
The same men that you hate are the ones that's protecting you.
The same men that you hate, the same men that you look down on, are the ones that's protecting you from getting raped, beaten, battered, and being barefoot and pregnant in the house. Men gave you the power. Men, he said, how you said it? Men lowered themselves just to raise up the women and put them in power. Yeah. And the Most High said that, and that's the scripture. And he gonna create a new thing in the earth. The
women shall compass a man.
To compass a man. That's what he was going into. He wasn't going into that right, the scripture, but that's the first scripture that came to my mind when he said that. This dude, damn, here come to me, man. This dude, dark skin cat, man. That he always talk about black women. He always look up, nigga.
I forgot.
There you go. That's it.
Okay.
Somebody told me, he was saying that. And women was like, they was quiet. You got one woman, she was going like this with the finger. Another guy was like, you can do all you want, but what he's saying is true. Another woman was like, that's true, that's facts. That's facts. But you always got one woman that buck up. I'm saying that gotta be the one that's, that ain't, I don't care. I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? But what he was saying was all facts. Even the women that was looking at her like, sometimes you need to just listen and shut your mouth. That's what one lady said. She said, excuse you? Something you just need to listen and shut your mouth. I mean, who are you trying to impress?
Reading on. Isaiah 32 and 9. It says, so let me get the King James Version. It says, rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women.
Yeah, you're gonna be troubled when it's time before Jacob's trouble and when there's civil unrest up out here, because there's not gonna be any protection for you, man. The protection is gonna dwindle because all these tough niggas and shit, they're gonna be dead, man.
Yeah.
Or they're gonna be out for self, man.
Yeah, bro. So in a society, one gender has to be sexually oppressed. In this society, men are sexually oppressed, right? Because you can't go out and say, I want multiple bitches, multiple wives, but we want it suppressed. In the Middle East, women's sexuality is suppressed. Cover up, all this type of stuff, right? So, which society functions better than? Look over there. There's no OnlyFans, there's no adult, no crazy shit, bitches shaking their ass, none of that stuff goes on. Women are inside, and families are staying together. Now what's happening over here? You got bitches being smutted out, swiping on Tinder, they can't get commitment, men can't get women. Bitches are it's completely chaos. Why? Because you're giving these women so much liberation. And that's how come when you read the scriptures and how we did things, there was no liberty given to women, because this is what happens when you give women liberty.
Mm-hmm. They say no more power than Con Ed and PSE&G. They say they got that power right now.
Finish real quick because we're about to close. Yeah. It says, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come.
Yeah, all of these programs that these women got in these jobs is gonna be done away with. Child support, alimony, these jobs, the SNAP, the WIC, all that's gonna Section 8, housing, all that's gonna be done away with.
Yep.
All right, housing gonna be done away with. NYCHA, the New York City Housing Authority, they selling off a lot of their fucking assets, and they bringing in they bringing in other workers that's doing it for less pay, and they ain't really doing a good job, yo.
They don't care.
Yeah.
Who cares about a place where niggas dwell?
Yeah.
You got niggas themselves damaging their own where they live. It's this new affordable housing. It's 2788 Creston Avenue. I was like, wow. I looked at it. Affordable housing. The building is brand new. But I'm saying to myself, this is a shitty neighborhood. How long that building gonna stay the way it looks?
Crescent in the east or the Crescent in the east?
In the east? Creston Avenue. No, Creston Avenue in the Bronx. Yeah.
Oh, in the Bronx.
No affordable housing in the Bronx. It's a nice, the building is nice. And it's been, I seen it Brooklyn. I often drive by. You know what I'm saying? But the building is nice. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying to myself, how long is that building? I'm saying it's affordable housing. First and foremost, it's on Creston Avenue, East 178th Street. That's a fucked up neighborhood. You know what I mean?
It's a tenants.
So it's a fucked up neighborhood. Drugs all over the place, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yo, like Bilal always said, bro, it's like, yeah, Esau put you in the projects.
But you don't have to shit in the
You
elevator.
don't gotta shit and piss in the elevator.
You leave out your, this is crazy. You leave out your house, pull your shit down, piss it, or pull your pants down, shit in the stairway, or shit in the elevator. You listen in your house.
The women throwing out Pampers and pads out the window soon.
We gotta close.
It's locked off. So let's go.
Give me this, yeah. I was gonna put this in it.
So with that, we like to give all praises to
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem Kakwadash.
double honor to our apostles, our bishops, and honor to Akin, I push the truth out. Get it with y'all. Shalom.
Shalom.